What do you want? Go on the crucifix. Go. Go. No.
This page has crashed everything.
Rip.
Rip indeed. Do scrolling down to Simon Notes. Alright, you go ahead and give him a call. Good evening.
Simon? How are you
Ellen?
doing?
Fantastically.
Oh, wonderful to hear.
I've been over here at the Gentlemen's Club tonight. I'm surprised that you haven't come by. Would have been nice to have your presence.
Oh, I'm very regretful that I was unable to attend tonight. Some circumstances have come up. I've been trying to do a little bit of digging, as it were, on a fellow member of the Invictus. I was hoping you might be able to offer a little bit of advice.
Certainly.
Someone by the name of I've got it on the other page. Riley Sampson. I recall seeing him before.
Sampson.
It's not very high ranking.
I believe when you have a mentor, you choose the roles he's able to make for you, right?
Yeah,
that's how it works mechanically?
Maybe? I think so. Choose 3 skills the mentor possesses. You can substitute resource for one of these skills. Once per session, the character may ask your mentor for a favor. One of these skills to be within the scope of his resources. Yes. I never chose specific ones, but whatever this would be, like calling in on information. I don't know if this would be social or what.
I guess it's more asking if he knows, and that'd be more politics on his part, I suppose.
Then you want me to go ahead and just jot down real quick the 3? Politics is definitely going to be one of them, but
yeah.
I'll find the other 2 later.
Yeah, we should definitely have done that.
Okay. I completely forgot that there was a specific requirement.
How much does he roll for this? Successes equal to dot rating. Got it. He thinks on the name for a moment. Riley Sampson. Riley Sampson. Ah, yes, I remember the young gentleman. He has been causing you trouble, I hope.
Not anymore.
Oh, well, fair enough. What were you asking about him for?
There's been a circumstance that I would be more comfortable discussing with you in public. Suffice to say, well, not public, but a little bit more private setting. But suffice to say, there's been a small incident that I will personally take care of. Shouldn't be an issue.
Well, just know, should anything happen to you, I will be at your side. If there's any more, ways I could help, please.
What do you know of Riley?
Not very much, though I do know of his sire.
Is there anything you could tell me about? Linda asked rather meekly.
His name is Roger Oliver. He has a nice little estate uptown. Keeps mostly to himself. Runs a little bit of business. And likes to obtain additional help. He's a bit of a up-and-comer, I would call him. I think he's made a little bit of a splash lately, but Riley is just one of his workers, I would say. Not really worth the time, but apparently you found time for him. He must be up to something interesting these days.
Oh, very much so.
Well, I look forward to hearing of some new news. Maybe some sort of interesting play.
Oh, I'd be more than happy to reveal everything in full once we have the time. I do appreciate you taking the time to speak with me and reveal a little bit of that information. It's always much appreciated.
Of course. We'll have dinner together one night, perhaps.
Sounds wonderful. Hope you have a wonderful night, Simon. I'll speak to you again, hopefully tomorrow.
Good evening.
Good evening. And Eland will hang up. Take a deep breath, even though he doesn't need one.
Okay.
Fuck. And he just kind of... At this time, he'll take time to do what I mentioned before, and he will go reconvene with the others.
Alright, so you go reconvene with everyone else as they are in the midst of scratching their heads.
I had another thought on what I could try and do, but...
well, you can definitely do it.
Yeah. I like to try and access, with my hobbyist clique, try to put the word out on Riley Sampson and see if they can find any dirt on him, quite possibly.
Okie doke. Let's see what the hobbyist click actually does here. They have a particular skill. When the group support is available, you can benefit from 9 again on rolls involving the group's skill, and +2 on extended checks with that skill. So you can definitely have them help you hack into something.
Yes.
Or browse the net for something.
Yeah, definitely like more information based than actual infiltration. So I'm just kind of like putting out more feelers, I guess.
So let's go with one more check, and let's go ahead and make it an intelligence computer check, and you can get the hobbyist bonus of +2 off of it. And you know what? You can get your hacking specialty as well involved in this.
Nice. So that's altogether 3 extra dice, I believe.
Yep.
Alright. I'm gonna be so bad if this doesn't return anything. Oh,
it can happen. There we go.
Ah!
Modest amount of successes. You connect with your hacker group, and they kind of giggle a little bit. It's like, what kind of computer are you on? This isn't your normal rig.
No.
Man, what IP address is this? You're down there? Ew, gosh. Okay, whatever.
Hey, you gotta work with what you got sometimes.
Look on the bright side. If anyone wants to burn the place down,
sometimes they get rid of records, but they don't actually erase them out of memory. But if we go to the site, I bet we can go ahead and use this Heartbleed exploit here, and maybe look around and see what they haven't deleted just yet. And together with you and them, you manage to pull up the henceforth deleted records of Riley Sampson. Deleted, of course, due to inactivity. You do find his death certificate about 10 years ago. Apparently, you also find his service record. He was, in fact, a Iraqi war veteran. He came back home, and shortly afterwards is proclaimed to have died from suicide.
Typical story there. Any note past residences?
There are a few past residences, but it appears after he came back from the war, he did not get a new one.
Any hospital he may have frequented, perhaps to treat PTSD?
The Gotham Veteran Hospital.
Okay.
In fact, does have a few mentions of taking him in and a few discharges from being a patient every now and then. Nothing was prescribed to him during those times. However, he did come in with complaints.
Was he treated by anyone specifically?
It appears to have been a set of doctors. No one in particular.
Alright. So his sire probably didn't find him that way. Shit. Well, all that work and still got a little bit of next to nothing. No, family members?
No wife, no children. There are a mother and father to him, but they appear to be in a different state.
Alright.
Your hacker group chimes in. Man, what a sob case. This'll get you a Pulitzer for sure, won't it?
Ha ha! Very sarcastic LOL.
Man, guy has nothing to live for on this one. Apparently discharged. Wonder if he just went off and did drugs instead. Sounds like it.
Yeah, that's the thing. No one bats an eyelash if a guy like this just kind of slips through the cracks.
True that. Fuck society.
Fuck the man.
Fuck the police. You then get an ensuing 5 minutes of everyone claiming to fuck literally anything and everything.
Alright, she's gonna bid her group adieu at that moment.
You can slip out without a single notice.
Yeah. Well, yeah, so she's gonna relay, what little she found out to John and say the guy is effectively a nobody. He would have been the perfect tool for whatever or whoever decided to, pit us in this whole situation. Perfect fall guy.
Huh. Shit. That's exactly not good. John's just...
Yep.
There's one question I have. How did we manage to slaughter a veteran? I know I'm not a fighter. Not at all.
Well, there's 6 people. 5 people. Well, no, 6.
Yeah, but I mean, we are not known to be weak, and we apparently only used our hands, and I don't have any claw on me, so I don't know.
Oh, buck up. I'm
we
sure you
managed
could do it if you wanted to.
Maybe not.
They don't call you the Hound just for your nose.
Well, you're all not exactly on full tanks.
True.
Could have spent some amount of resources in this fight that you just don't even remember.
We roided out on Vitae,
Beast, a little Vitae, a little bit of incredible screaming, and you got a victory on 6 versus 1.
Yeah. Fair fight, yo.
What was Sarah's, would John know Sarah's clan?
You did the politics roll before, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you would.
Nosferatu, right?
Gangrel.
Gangrel.
Wow, what an insult.
Even better.
You're
I didn't-
Nosferatu, right? I saw it from all the hideous blemishes. I'm Ventru. Or, not Ventru. Fucking Deva. No, Gangrel.
I just guessed from all the piercings. Sorry.
Yeah.
Look, I know you have self-esteem problems, but your ugly face isn't that bad. You're only kind of like a whale.
Oh,
I
God.
mean, he wouldn't be. It might actually strike John as odd because she does carry herself like something akin to a Nosferatu. I mean, she likes to, hide in dark spaces.
Cool.
Yeah.
I bet you could kick a Ventru's ass.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how embarrassing is your ringtone, John? Because it might be playing right now.
Oh.
As Elon calls you.
John's
I thought you
gonna
walked
answer.
across the street already.
Oh, I meant with the other people that stayed behind. I think Victor did, and... Didn't you say that you were staying behind, Victor?
Yeah.
Yes, and Jacob.
Oh, okay.
He was, coming back down to the lobby.
Okay.
John's gonna answer his phone.
Find
Hello?
anything?
Besides what we already knew, not much.
Yep. I made a few calls, and I might have some additional information. Do you mind if we come over?
Yeah, sure.
What room?
Basement.
Yeah, just-
Excuse me?
Basement.
Okay. There's a hint of reluctance to his voice. He's like, I'll see you momentarily.
Yep. Bye.
Click.
Click.
Yep.
And the group reconvenes.
No, don't just say click. You actually need to hang up.
Goodbye. No, you hang up first. No, you hang
No,
up.
you hang up first.
No.
Alexa, click.
Victor, that was very rude. I was having a meaningful conversation. John. We'll lean over with him. There's a little knock at your door. I'm guessing
John.
Victor and maybe Jacob comes.
John lets you in. You can notice that there's a lot of locks on the door.
And we'll kind of slip inside, waiting for the others.
Man, 3 locks. Man, you'd really splurge on this place.
I mean, what are the locks for?
I like my privacy.
Yeah,
To be
but-
fair, if I lived here, I would probably put 3 locks on my door too.
yeah, I'm just saying,
Anything less than 5, someone's gonna get in.
who's that
Yeah.
really stopping, though?
I mean, 2 deadbolts gives me enough
Well,
time.
you know, it makes you feel safe. That's what's important.
Yeah.
Did a little bit of calling. I figured out who our lovely Ashpile's sire is. Or was.
Oh, wonderful.
Not really. Kind of an up-and-comer. Not a lot of information there. Just powerful enough to where we might get on a shit list if we hurt one of his childer.
Well,
I mean, it's a moot point if he sent him after us in the first place.
Also true.
Yeah.
Seemed a little sloppy though.
What's the guy's name?
Let me find that here again that I wrote down on the other. Roger Oliver.
Can I do a quick investigation into Roger Oliver?
You sure could. Gonna look up public files on him again? Or on this guy?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you gonna involve your hacker group into it, or just gonna do an investigation?
Let's see how I do with just straight up investigation. Maybe I'll be
Okay.
lucky.
Alright, before you
Maybe.
start involving the underground, let's see how you do.
Yeah.
2.
Oh.
Roger Oliver is the name of a pleasant businessman who happens to own several different clubs and establishments throughout the city. He
Is
has a
one of
modern name
them,
for himself as ultimately the proprietor of all of them.
Is one of them mystical?
Oh, wouldn't you know what it is?
Oh
Ah.
my god!
There you go.
The smiling, happy person in the picture is definitely not the person who owns it, but rather, in light of this, the person who runs it.
Did that
course.
guy that you called before, did he say what clan Roger was in?
Roger is definitely a Ventru,
No,
yeah.
he didn't mention it.
being, of course, the sire to another Ventru.
Oh, was he? I didn't remember.
It's fine.
Sorry, I was focused on the circle. They'd be part of a circle, too.
Any other questions you would be interested in knowing, Sarah?
Yeah. What are some other places that he owns?
A good handful of properties don't necessarily have any proper titles to them.
Okay. But I'll just kind of like file that away as sort of a
But
For
there are, of
later.
course, other equally ridiculously named properties, all of them rather terribly misspelled.
of course there are.
Perhaps in some sort of, what you might guess, misguided attempt to appeal to the lower class which cannot spell.
Right. Because we're all illiterate apparently. Man, these frickin' Ventru.
I know, right?
Yeah.
You do have a address on record for him, but of course, it's difficult to tell if that might be a real one,
Hmm.
or a relevant one.
Still, even if it is a front, perhaps we could get
Kill our
more
way up the ladder.
information. I'm not saying kill, but you know.
Cough, cough, burn down the building.
Seems our only option now is to kill our way up the ladder until there's nobody left to come after us.
We just how about we do that?
That's maybe
flat?
the stupidest thing I heard tonight.
Stick
I mean,
around.
that's like
No
Playing
offense.
Stick around. God damn it.
let's keep that as a solid plan B.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure that definitely won't come back to bite us in the ass. You're all right.
We all took on a veteran.
Yeah, well, I died once. I don't intend to do it again. And I'm definitely not a fighter.
So, mystical? John Quasi asks.
I guess.
Seems like our only lead.
Or we could go to my place and perform a little bit of blood magic.
What a weird suggestion that was.
Yeah, it's very tempting.
Well, we could go to my place and do a little drugs.
I mean, somehow that's weirder than me inviting you guys into my basement.
I live in the basement also, so you know.
Wonderful.
All a bunch of basement dwellers. A lot of you.
Hey, I don't live in a basement.
You just
I
live in
live in the
everyone's
sewer.
I literally live below basements.
I'm a sewer dweller. Thank you very much.
I am.
But dwellers.
Oh, do you live in a sewer too?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, perfect.
I mean,
God.
My
I'm with the
mentor
Sewer
does,
Dwellers,
so,
District
yeah.
52.
yeah.
So you say you're not a Nosferatu.
Well, when that shit comes up, that's gonna be fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess. Either we can.
So, do you guys want to go clubbing, or do you guys want to perform blood magic?
Let's go clubbing.
Uh,
The mystical.
Do you want
Blood
to
magic is
explain?
right.
Yeah, I would say, do you want to explain what your blood magic idea was?
of course, I can divine answers from, well, the blood. I can, well, know where he lived, why did he come after us.
Well, I mean,
All
that
sorts
seems
of
like pretty important information to have. I'm really
Well-
starting to side with the weird blood magic idea.
I'm offering you a shortcut. It come with a price for me, and you all gonna. If we are doing this, you will need to contribute a little bit of it.
Hmm.
I
I'm
mean-
not draining myself dry.
We could grab a bite. This is my place.
I'm pretty good in terms of. Well, I have the
So-
vitae to spare, so. And if
surprisingly,
it gives us answers,
Maybe you should have eaten that rat.
he's not going to eat the rat.
Why? There's
Come
plenty
on.
all over the place. I'm not talking about the animals either. But it's awful
Hmm.
humor. Yeah. That was not in character.
Nope, it was.
No, he's not. I mean, I wouldn't mind feeding a little bit, but this place is kind of littered with vagabonds. Is there any other? Maybe on the way. On the way?
Not suited to your tastes.
Drugs are not quite my forte. No.
I mean, some of them are honest, hardworking people, I'd assume.
Well, then why would I
Yeah,
want
some
to
of
eat
them are just drunk.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, the drunk ones. No.
Oh, I'm sorry. Not a particular vintage you would prefer?
Out of anyone here, I thought you'd be the most understanding.
Me.
Why would you want me to eat from the working class, as you put it, or the common class? Why would you want me to prey on the people that you so valiantly protect? Seems a
I
little
mean,
hypocritical.
you don't think I do? I gotta eat too.
Seems to me, if you had any preference on who I ate, would be someone of my own ilk.
Jacob, holds up a finger and goes, I got some rats in my place.
Yeah, plenty of rats.
Oh, God.
No thanks.
I will pass on the rats.
Suit yourself. Doesn't hurt people. Soothe your conscience. Yeah.
My conscience is fine.
Well, we just killed someone and not particularly moved, so
I'm down for trying this blood magic.
Yeah, me too.
Wonderful.
I mean, give us information
Can I-
before we put ourselves at risk.
I want to do a quick insight check on fucking lovely blood magic guy over here. When he says, like, the vitae, it seems to me like the last person you'd want to have a little bit of your vitae would be someone who's capable of performing blood magic. The very last person.
Go ahead and roll into cult to see what you know about blood magic and people having your blood.
I'm gonna really enjoy this chance die.
Well, I mean, are you voicing this concern out loud?
Oh yeah, that was out loud.
I'll roll in on this.
What die?
Oh, that's okay. That modifier, int, cool. Nope.
Oh, he can definitely do it, and he can take your soul with it.
I mean, I know something about this.
People roll on chance dies, like...
I know something about this, which is
Victor,
why I
though,
asked.
Hey, does Adam have any way he can do that? I'm actually not too certain if blood magic's capable of that right now.
Stealing your souls?
No, of doing anything special with everyone's vitae.
No, it's
dangerous.
just to power the crack rituals.
Uh,
Facilitate it.
I mean,
Victor probably understands that what he's trying to do is basically very simple and pretty safe.
I guess Elon was like more like, if he didn't use up all of it or something along those lines, if he had it, I mean, he's gonna find Victor, his motivations, where he lives, all this other stuff, using some of Victor's blood. So,
Trust me, I'm not that hard to find when you get down to it.
how about someone else's blood? I'd be more than happy to provide that for you.
I mean,
Yeah, can you use just a normal person's blood?
No. It has to be kindred vitae.
No, I mean, like, can we have somebody there that you're feeding on while you're doing it? To refresh you of your vitae as you use them. Or, you know, the terminology we're using.
I don't know if I can focus enough. Well, maybe.
Afterwards, you can have a little bit of a recharge.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Drain yourself down and then feed yourself back up when you're done.
But I'm warning you, this is going to be costly for me.
That's fine. Costly for you.
Not
eat here.
only in terms of vitae, but
Well, I'll help, because frankly, I want answers. So,
good.
take my blood, please.
yeah, I'll also help,
Wow.
but I kind of want to grab a bite first.
Switch yourself.
Let's see.
I just gotta
For
walk upstairs.
reference, the feeding stuff apparently takes about an hour to do, which everyone could take an hour break to go and just do their own feeding journey.
Sounds good.
So
John,
shall we do that and go down the list?
Yeah.
John's
Okay,
gonna offer a bit of his feeding grounds, like, hey, anybody need a quick bite? We're already
if
here.
you want to do that, you are splitting the dice pool that you have. Or rather, splitting the bonus that you get from it.
Oh, I only got one. So would that mean I just get no bonuses?
Correct, you'd give it up to someone else. This is why
That's
feeding
nice.
grounds are a little competitive. Let's see. I'm just pulling up the pages here. Where is it? Anyone know which page the feeding is on?
Oh, 95.
Um,
94.
what five?
94.
94. Cool, thanks.